Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Rusty Toolbox. Today's episode it's a bit sad because I'm selling the LS1 powered BMW 318 Ti. It's a sad day, but we'll get it out for one last little joyride, and we'll introduce you to the new Rusty Toolbox ride, a 2017 Kia Forte 5. We'll do a little compare and contrast between the two. Stay tuned. Well, unfortunately, the day has come. The car is now under new ownership. I'm here with Colin. Colin, say hey to the guys.
Hi. Hello, YouTube.
Hey, YouTube. Colin is taking ownership of the blue BMW 318 Ti with the big motor. Colin, how do you feel?
I feel pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
You excited?
Yeah.
What was my only request?
Be safe.
Yes, be safe. I don't want to read in the news about them wrapping it around a telephone pole or whatever. But Colin's a good dude. We're definitely gonna miss the car, and like I said, replaced it with this exciting blue 2017 Kia Forte 5. Now let's hop in the Kia, see how that one goes. This is the part of the video where I watch them drive off in my creation and play some sad music. Guys, so here we are in the new 2017 Kia Forte 5 Hatchback. As you know, I sold the BMW, the LS1 motor. That project car unfortunately had to go. With it came a replacement of a Kia. Yep, I went from a 400 horsepower custom BMW to a Kia. Why did I choose the Forte 5? Well, I actually like the styling. I think it looks nice, for an economy hatchback kind of a car. I actually think it's got really good lines. Proportions are right. Obviously, I think it could be maybe 3/4 of an inch to an inch lower and have slightly larger wheels, but on a lease, I'm not going to do anything to the car. What do I like about it? It's got Apple CarPlay, it's got climate stuff. Basically, it's not like fully loaded, but it's nice. I mean, I came from a car that didn't have AC and didn't have a great stereo, and this is it's a nice interior. All the seats are very comfortable. It's roomy. The back seat is surprisingly roomy. When I went and test drove it, I obviously set the seat where I wanted to sit, and then I immediately got out and got in the back seat, and there were easy 3 or 4 inches between the seat and my knee. So that was a big selling point for me. I test drove this and the Ford Focus back to back. And I thought what was interesting is the Ford Focus had a lot less backseat room, even though it looks bigger. So I thought that was very interesting. These Kias look small, and then the interior is actually quite roomy and comfy. Already had 4 adults in here. Everyone was comfortable. Obviously with 2 doors in the back, as opposed to my old 2-door coupe. It's nice to have your own door. The hatch is nice. Not as much storage as I would probably want in if I were being really nitpicky. The trunk area is a little cramped. I mean, I can still put all my stuff in there. I have a big camera bag I can put in there, tripods and things like that. Not an issue, but worst case scenario, you'd have to fold the seats down if you had something bigger. The ride is really nice. It's actually pretty sporty. The steering is tight. It doesn't have that vague the sort of vague steering feel that most modern sedans and economy cars have. It's actually a fairly heavy steering wheel. I mean, heavy in modern terms. It's not like it's unassisted. The popular package, that gives it the alloy wheels with some of the, trim pieces that are nice, and the good audio system and all that fun stuff. So this car has the push button locks. The key fob is in my pocket. Most cars have that, and I'm sure most cars have this as well. But to me, it was a huge step up coming from a 1999. But when you lock the doors, you can set the mirrors to automatically fold in, which to me is totally gimmicky, but also pretty cool. It tucks the ears in. And then what's cool too is when you walk up next to the car, they automatically come out, preparing for you to re-enter the car. You can't see right now too, but it does shine some small lights to illuminate your step right by the door. Pretty cool. Pretty good gas mileage. It shows me as getting about 30 miles to the gallon, mostly commuting miles. Yeah, but honestly, it's a really good car, and I think it's a handsome car. And with Kia coming out with the new Stinger, it makes me really excited to see what they're going to do with cars like the Forte 5, these sportier versions of their economy cars, especially when you see what Hyundai is doing with rally racing and rallycross, and Kia is also doing in sports car racing and the touring car championship, things like that. Very excited to see what the future holds. I got a 2-year lease, so we'll see how it holds up over 2 years. We might end up buying it at the end. We might trade it in for a new lease on something else, maybe a Stinger. But it's a really nice car. If you're in the market for a hatchback, an economy kind of a commuter car, and you're looking at the Forte 5, I highly recommend it. It's a great car, and I actually, like I said, test drove it back to back with the Ford Focus, and I gotta say, the Forte 5 wins. It's a great car. In the end, I'm bummed to see the BMW go. It was a fun project, but I've got some other stuff in the works. After our holiday break, we should be having some fun in the early spring. So stay tuned, hit like, subscribe, let me know what you think, and we'll see you guys in 2018.